People use washcloths?
I think so.
Like for their body?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, what are you washing your butt with?
My hand.
Okay, I'm checking out a video from JR Wisdom. Is that how you pronounce the brother's name? Cool brother. He's talking about a touchy subject, stuff we already know, but you know, I guess this is new information for the internet and for some of the other groups. Let's go.
Disgusting.
Am I scrubbing my...
Do you use a washcloth?
No.
Me either.
I think
disgusting.
Am I scrubbing my body with a washcloth?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
I know. I think we're.
That is like a UTI waiting to
I
happen.
think we're in the minority. I really do. No, I think we are.
People use washcloths?
I think so.
Like for their body?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, what are you washing your butt with?
My hand. I mean, like, what? I would never. I would never.
I'm crying.
Would never do that.
No,
I'd burn the wash.
That's fine. You can throw it away if you want, or wash it, or don't wash anything else with other part of your body with, but your hand. What the fuck? What is?
Why do so many white people get on podcasts, get on TikTok, and talk about how their children don't bathe or how they don't bathe? I feel like there's something to discuss here about whiteness and how it is viewed as clean and pure and better and primary and default. And really the history goes to show that white people have always been disgusting. Indigenous people, African people, they were bathing, and they many of them noted that the first sign of Europeans was their
You can smell them.
stench, that they were just putrid. And I do think a lot of the reason why people of color in America are so clean, smell so good, have to have their hair done, have to have their makeup done, is because of upward mobility, because the standard for them is so much higher than it is for white people.
No, how about we just wash? Standards high and all that. I think that may come into play when you're talking about like clothing and how people dress and how a lot of black people like to wear their success, like to drive their success, like to show the world. Now that may have to do with upward mobility and trying to make a perception to other people. You know, trying to let people know, listen, I'm not a bum. I'm not what you may think of me. But washing, no, that's ingrained in a nigga's DNA. I don't care what you say. Black people, very clean, and the blacker the cleaner for the most part. Like, you ever been in a Jamaican person house? God damn.
White women can just walk into Target with a messy bun and sweatpants, and it's like, oh, look at her, like she could be a multi-millionaire. Her husband could be an entrepreneur. Yet a black woman.
That's true. Niggas don't have that luxury. We walking around like that. I mean, they do all the time, but you certainly judge more harshly. You can take bum clothes and put them on white people, and people will be like, oh, they're just being chic. She's different.
Is not afforded that same luxury. So I really feel like white women are just rubbing that level of privilege in when they go on podcasts.
Wet dogs! I'm sorry, I had to say that.
Or come on TikTok and talk about how their kids don't bathe. Like, that is disgusting. I'm sorry. I grew up taking a bath every single night. My parents brushed my hair every single night, brushed my hair every single morning. It wasn't that big of a deal. When I got older, I was given deodorant and face wash, and that, like, I have actually been showering twice a day, often, like, especially in
Good for you, bitch.
the summer, morning and night showers, especially if I'm pregnant. Sometimes I would shower 3 times a day. Like, wash yourself. Wash yourself. My sons do not go to bed unless they're clean. I don't want their dirty bodies in their bed, and then every time they get into bed, it's dirty from the day. That's just my own opinion, but I do think that the larger discussion here about whiteness and why white people love to bring it up, love to talk about it. It's like they know somewhere that they are given the power to not have to bathe their kids and still be given so many privileges.
People don't use washcloths. Do you use washcloths?
Washcloth.
Wow, you don't use washcloth either.
Yo, we used to say that joking, but I didn't know this was really a real thing. Like, y'all really don't. How are you scrubbing? Just hand to skin? Loofahs and stuff?
What do you use?
I might be one of the only whites I know that uses a washcloth.
What is a washcloth, though?
A little tiny
This nigga said, what is?
towel in the shower that you use soap to get the reaches of your body, not just soap in your hand. You use for your back and.
Well, I use
This is another joke. White people don't wash their legs. Have you ever washed
Yeah, I've done that before. I'm sorry.
your legs? No, see, white people don't wash their legs.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I use one of those loofs, but the long ones. What do you call them?
Loofah.
But not the spongy kind.
There's a loofah on the
but
end.
the long sheet kind. Mm-hmm. And I put the soap on it.
That's a washcloth.
And I do that's not a washcloth.
What? Is it cloth?
No.
Are you washing with it?
It's not cloth at all.
What
it's
is it?
It's what do you call that?
Loofah.
Sponge.
It's not even a sponge. It's the
Yeah, it's not a washcloth. I mean, I guess that's acceptable, but just raw dog hands, that's crazy.
blue. It's like plastic. It's like a
Plastic.
no. Look it up. No,
What are you fucking?
I'm trying. I don't know what you.
The kind he's talking about, I think, is like an organic material. It's like I don't know, you know what I'm talking about. The long ones, they kind of scrunchy. It's not a sponge, but it's something else I think used to be alive.
Call it. Hold on.
Washcloth blue thing?
No, it's not that. It's
Bob, where?
The fourth
The fourth one.
I thought that was a joke. I thought that was something that black people just be saying, just trying to be funny whenever. White people don't use washcloths. Obviously, apparently, it's pretty common to not use a washcloth with pride. Is that just for the blacks? Is that what y'all tell each other? That's just for the blacks? We don't need washcloths because of our lily white skin. Do white people leave a ring around the tub? That's interesting. Do y'all leave a is it a white ring? Is it a pink ring?
Yeah, I have that.
I have that.
What? It says washcloth right on it, you fuckhead.
Well, I guess both of those are Asian, and Asians have their own way of cleaning themselves.
Right, because we don't know what the fuck they do. They make everything more complicated. They got a bunch of triangles they put together and shit.
As well, including stones. From my experience, it's just one of those things in the community. You can't just walk around being funky.
Yeah, niggas don't play that. That's not an option. That's not an option in niggerdom. We don't funkiness. That's just especially to be proud about it. Let's see what this next lady had to say about it.
Another clip. Let's go.
Oh, do I have a story time for you? You like my British accent? So I go over to my white friend's house, okay? I'm like
That shit is weak.
16, 17.
It is a British accent. I don't know. That was Scottish. You know, good luck, Harry Potter. Good luck. All right, I'm gonna stop.
I'm like that. Mind you, I was supposed to sleep over at her house, and like that day, it was hot as balls. Like it was just hot as fuck. Toronto winters be cold, but Toronto summers be hot. So I, go on about the day's going, and I'm like, okay, I need to take a shower now. So first of all, I go into the washroom, and I'm like, wait, I don't have a rag. So I ask her for a rag. She's like, what's
She's like, what the fuck is a rag?
a rag? You don't know what a washcloth is? Oh.
Just put the soap in your butt. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Wow, wow, wow. Someone to count on in a world ever changing. Here I am, where you're standing. What you need is a lover, someone to take over. Oh baby, don't look any further. But Dale, bumper cheek, oh baby, don't look any further.